Yeah, it's bringing everything back into focus.
It is.
It's just like when you go to the eye doctor. What is he doing? Okay, have a seat right there and put your forehead against that, and you're looking through the thing, and he's just flipping through the lenses. Is this better or is this worse? And what is it doing? It's focusing your eyes to see clearly. You can't see clearly until he put the right one in your space. So but that whole time is, even if you looking in the scope, you have to focus it. Yeah. So when the lens is focusing, everything is moving, but it's blurring. So everything what Dub just talked about, that's what's going on. It's like he's like, I can see it, but you still can't see it yet because it's focusing and not focused.
That's right.
ED, which means it's already in focus. Yep. So it's actually focusing. So I can. It's just like I'm looking. I know a letter right there, but I can't see it right now. I can see where I'm going, but I can't see where I'm going.
The B2S Podcast is brought to you by Motivated Apparel. Motivated Apparel, the premier gear for motivation. A brand that motivates, inspires, and empowers you to stay motivated while chasing your dreams. Head on over to www.shiftmotivations.com/shop motivated apparel and grab yourself some motivated apparel today.
Yo, what up, world? What it do? Hey, welcome to another episode of the Blueprint to Success Podcast. Once again, Blueprint Nation, stand up midweek hump day. We're excited and delighted once again to be honored with you guys on tonight. And once again, you know how we like to do, man. It's your boy Mike Mariner, aka Shift Motivator, joined together once again on tonight with my co-host. First to introduce my brother from another mother.
Yeah.
My left, your right.
Yeah.
Mr. Dumbo.
Yeah.
Mr. Like Me.
Yeah.
Mr. Throne Room.
Yeah.
Mr. Get Out the Grave.
Hey.
Man, y'all give it up for Alexander Hall, man.
Yo, what's going on?
What y'all poppin'?
Blueprint Nation, what's happening, man?
What's good, baby?
For real.
I ain't no trucking through the week, man. You know how I go, man. First and foremost, Out the Grave is out right now.
Stream it,
download
download it.
Certificate, man. Shouts out to Kingdom Revival Records too, man. We in here, man.
Yes.
Those K, we are
On the way.
Diamond beat
Straight
is
like that.
on my neck. We gotta do, bro. We gotta, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Hey, you gotta strike while the iron hot.
Yeah,
boy.
for sure. He
For
like,
real.
yo, bro, I need though. What you got this for? I need a hook for this. What you got this for? I'm like, okay, I got you, bro.
When he say, hey, yo, bro, about 3 or 4 times,
Yeah, it's
you already know, hey, yo, bro, hey, yo, bro, hey, yo, bro. We can-
And then if he real hyper, he said, hey. If he own it, he own it.
For sure.
Boy, I be like, oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord. Oh, man,
Hey,
that's
today.
what's up, man. That's what's up. Blueprint Nation, man. Holidays are here. Hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving and stuff. We heading right into Christmas, getting ready to do it all over again. Going into the Happy New Year. But, man, you're going to get these preliminaries out of the way so we can jump right in on tonight, man. Y'all know this other cat, man.
What up?
Brother from the same mother.
Real.
Big Bag.
It's spot.
Big Dub.
I'm gonna get it.
I always got it.
Mm-hmm.
And if I ain't got it, I'm going to go get it.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, I always got it. Y'all give it up for Boy Wonder, man.
Blueprint Nation. What up? Man, what's going on, Blueprint Nation? Listen, man, what ain't happening?
Mrs. Bag on the way.
Mrs.
Only
Bag is
imagine.
on the way. For sure.
Man, I can only imagine. I was just, I'm like, how many classes you taking?
5.
I knew it. I told Isha, I said, boy, I think Junior taking like 4 or 5. I'm like, ooh. I say, boy, this one's killing me right now.
But listen, it was very well thought out.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So it was, and then also just getting guidance from my counselor, my advisor too. So, and the only reason I did start it out like that was just so I can go ahead and be in this program by the window time to apply for that. So that's the only reason why I did that.
Yeah.
And so, because this term I'll be taking 2 classes. So, and then after that, I'll take 1 more math and then AP. AP, I'm taking that by itself.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of repetition, a lot of memory, a lot of.
So it's what is it, like a 2-year program?
2 year.
2 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2
Yeah.
years. Yeah.
It's not bad at all.
No, it's not.
But one of the things it's funny because the experience that I've been having is just pretty much flexibility has been the word in the season. Just being able to be flexible. So it's like after that I got what I need to get out of the way and focus on these, and then I'm like I'll be good. So, but for the most part, man, just it's been like you say, we've just been rearranging some things.
It requires a lot of focus.
It do,
That's
man.
for sure.
And so
discipline.
it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I ain't even talked to my advisor yet. I'll probably talk to him next week. Yeah.
Yeah, and my advisor is my professor in 2 of the classes. So she's like, I'm gonna put you in my class. I was like, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? We got to go report. You know, I get to actually see you. So
I like him. I need you in my class.
I'm gonna put you in my class. That's like cool beans. So I was just like, but it's been a good experience, man.
Yeah.
And it's helping me to reshift, refocus, reshape, and just doing a lot of things differently, man.
I like that. Reshape.
Yeah.
Shift, reshape, refocus.
Got
and
to
I'm going to add another one, reform.
Facts. For all. Because it's real out here.
Bars. Yeah.
It's just real. It's a lot of moving parts, a lot of things coming down the pipe, but it's just, you know, when you when you doing a lot of stuff,
oh yeah,
you know, it's just help. Help me.
Help me.
The time has been
Help
dropped.
me.
Back against the wall. Help me.
Stupid.
But through all of that, still getting little moving pieces done. Like, as long as you get something done day by day, a little bit, man, it's just it's and when it hit, boy, it's gonna be nice.
Yeah. I'm constantly visioning myself walking across that stage.
Yes,
It's like yes,
that's it, bro. You got to see it before you see it.
Yeah. So like, man, that's it. Yeah, I'm say do like everybody. Everybody say it's gonna go by fast. So like, yeah.
Everybody always said that. It's gonna go by fast. You ain't the one in here starting this junk. Reading this junk got nothing to do with what I'm trying to do. You ain't in here looking up APA. But I kept on APA. For real. Like, it's just that. I'm not gonna be speaking the APA format to y'all. Like, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's my rap for the night.
But shit, I was just saying it
Straight for the house.
Because I'm in what is this thing I'm in? Something dealing with literature and critical thinking or something like that. And so
That sounds neat though. That sounds pretty neat.
it's essay. It's all essay, bro. It's about that's like so this class is only 7 weeks and not 8. So say 7 weeks. And like, I mean, you jumping in head first. Like this is the first week. Like Monday was the first.
Okay.
Yeah.
For this class, I'm through with the other one. Like you diving in head first. Like so, you doing all exercises about how to write an essay, which is kind of good because that was in the introduction from the last class, so it's kind of like fresh in my mind. So in a sense, but it's like man, you know, of course, Blueprint Nation, y'all know we record ahead of time, so the week that we're recording this particular episode is actually Thanksgiving week. So you thinking it ain't like heavy. So I done got everything already done except for the worksheet that turns in. We got to turn in for Sunday assignment, which is the actual, and it's like 5-6 pages. This is worksheet, like brainstorming for your essay that you're gonna have to write at the end of 8 weeks, at the 7th week. So it's like, and I was just thinking, like, you know what? I done wrote 2 books, a workbook. I've been co-authored in 2 more books. I ain't gonna need this. Because regardless, like how I write, I write how I want to write. I don't have, like, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not, or even if I was, it's like that's not my audience. So I'm not worried about citations, resources, and all that type stuff. I'm not using up people's material. So I mean, if God put me in that realm as I get older and stuff, that's different. But and I just don't see it. But for right now, it's just like I write how I want to write. So it's like I ain't trying to be politically correct in my book, as long as it's formatted properly. But if I want to say ain't, guess what? It's gonna be in the book. I'm not gonna be isn't. No, I'm saying ain't. But that's my, and I picked up on that early on, and I'm glad I did, because when I did the Blueprint to Success book, it's certain language in there. I wanted it that way. So, but everybody that has read the book had nothing but great reviews to say about it, because and I remember when E.T. wrote, I forgot which book it was. Now, it just left me. I forgot about which book it was, but he was saying how he regretted he didn't write it in the way that he wanted to write it. He listened to the people, because that ain't how he wanted to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that was during the time I was actually writing the manuscript for the Blueprint.
Right.
And I'm like, well, I'm glad I'm already in that mindset, because how I want my vision to be is how I want my vision to be. That's how it's gonna be at the end of the day. So
I mean, I think
it has its place, but I think
it
does. But individually, you got to know what you need it for and what you want and where you're going. So I'm not saying that me personally, I won't ever use it because I'm in that space. But I know me, I like to write how I like to write, because a lot of times it's how I speak. And that's just my way of grabbing people's attention. That's just my style. And so I put that into my writing. So it's like when you read my stuff, you hear my voice, because it's, that's how he talked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's funny you say that, because I just wrapped up 2 Thessalonians, and at the end of it, the Apostle Paul said something on the lines of, I, the Apostle Paul, wrote this. This is how I sound, or this is how I speak, or something. That's crazy how he said it. Yeah. So yeah.
Because I'm a firm believer in being a visionary, and people that know me like y'all. I do everything that I do is for a reason. It's intentional. So if I want to put something there that normally is not politically correct, I don't care. That's what I wanted to say at the time. That's how I wanted to say it. Yeah. And so, and it just, that's how I write too. But I mean, my stuff ain't crazy, but it's just, I write how I want to write. Yeah. So APA, I ain't got time for all that, but hey, I got to go through it to get the degree. So.
Yeah. And a lot of times the crazy part they be wanting you to write from your personality to a degree, as far as like, that's the technicalities, but they still want to see your personality through the essay or through your paper or your perspective of what you think about.
Yeah. And before, that's good you said that before we jump into the night's topic, but and it's all gonna tie into Blueprint Nation. So I know we just chopping it up, but I want y'all to even what Dub just said, because my last class, I can tell the difference between the grammar between that class and this class. Yeah. I enjoyed the last class because I hated doing post discussions. Then when I started, I got to do them. So now, okay, well, let me see what so-and-so said. Let me see what so now it's particular ones that I drew to their sentence structure style. And so now I'm looking for their stuff every week. So I'm noticing this group of course, it's totally different because it's different people, but it's like in my mind, it's like it went down and not up.
Mm.
So it's like, okay, I have to make this work.
Yeah.
But from the last group, I had multiple people like commenting on my post every week. And then some of them I realized were doing the same thing I was doing.
Yep.
Okay, she's reposting all my stuff every week. But I noticed different ones. They was like, your stuff is inspiring. And they actually put that in their feedback.
Mm-hmm.
And all I'm doing is responding to the assignment. But I'm being intentional.
Exactly.
So I'm sounding like how Mike gonna sound because yes, I'm giving feedback to your post and what you wrote, but at the same time, I'm interjecting inspiration in there intentionally. And it was
always.
Yeah, and it was kind of shocking that the people actually picked up on that and they actually put that in there. It's like, hey, I enjoyed your and they literally used that. They like your post was inspirational on multiple occasions.
Yeah.
And that's what I do. So I just thought that was kind of interesting because I just put in this because the guys, he didn't have to, but I just did it to introduce myself. Because he put this professor, he put a whole bunch of family pictures, introducing himself. The other guy didn't do that. So I just kind of went in and told a little bit about myself. So the last group, they didn't know that I wrote a book. They didn't know I was a speaker. They didn't know none of that stuff. But yet they interacted in the sense, it was like, man, your stuff is inspirational. It was just me being me. So I thought that was kind of dope. Yeah.
It is, man. And it allows you to communicate with another batch of people, another group of people rather, that you wouldn't, kind of cross out here in a sense. And with the discussion boards, they're really good. Even when there's like, yo, say some stuff about yourself. What do you do? What are you here for? Like, what is your goal as far as what kind of degree you want to get and stuff like that. So, and then I put all of what I did with music, label, and all of that, and it's like, wow, such and such is a DJ. You know what I'm saying? We should get together. Like, it was on that type of time. So it's just like, wow.
It turned into a network session.
It has. Because it's just like, you're like, should I put this or should not? But it's like, I'm just going to put it. Just, this is what I do. This is who I am. And honestly, bro, you'll be surprised at the responses that you get just off of intentionally being you and not worrying about how quote unquote professional you got to sound or it's just be you, just jump out there. And so this has been a good experience, even with all the different excerpts we've learned, and just as far as with grammar, punctuation, parenthetical citation, all of that. So just being able to see the progress, it's just, and then your professors acknowledging that, so that makes you feel good too. It makes you even be more intentional. So it's like your environment is key.
Yeah. That's cool. Well, Blueprint Print Nation, we just gonna go ahead and slide on into the nicest topic, man. With the new year coming up, year that went by fast, and then you got 2026 is right on the heel, right on the cuff. So we just want to slide into dialoguing a little bit tonight about refocusing. Going in because everybody gonna be making New Year's resolutions, and we got some stuff coming up. Next couple of weeks, we're hoping to try to get some other guests coming in through, kind of bless the platform a little bit with some great insight, and then also going into 2026. So we're looking to have more guests on the show. So we're excited about that. And so for you guys that have reached out to us already, we haven't forgot about you. So just know that we'll be getting in contact with you pretty soon. So. But with that in mind, let's just go ahead and ask. I'm going to start off in some of the things we've written down to kind of open up the dialogue for the night. So says, have you ever reached a point where life feels blurry, where you're moving, grinding, pushing, but your vision feels out of focus? Today's episode, what we're going to be talking about is for the dreamer who got distracted. It's for the leader who lost momentum, and it's for the believer who knows there's more but feels stuck in the fog. So it's time to refocus. So refocus basically is an invitation to stop, breathe, and bring your attention back to what God originally called you to do. Distractions are loud, but purpose is louder when we tune back into the thing that God has originally tuned us in. So let's realign, recalibrate, and take the next steps with clarity. And so I want to kind of start with that little brief introduction, and we're gonna let's start with this, fellas. Is I like this right here, and some of the notes that I got here. So, is understanding why losing focus doesn't mean losing destiny. Why losing? We'll hit with subtopic there, just to kind of start off topic, because a lot of times, just to hop in, talking about refocusing. So when when something is out of focus, it's blurry. It's not clear. Of course, Alexander, you got glasses. Are yours prescribed?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I got in contact. So of
Okay,
course they're
gotcha.
prescriptions. And of course it is a tool or a mechanism that is used to help you get clear eyesight. So whether it's glasses or contacts, right? It's for clarity. So
Right.
but it's a tool,
Right.
right? But in the a tool that is used for something that's been designed for something in the wrong hands or used or used in the wrong way, it doesn't benefit the person that's using it because it's not being used for what it was intended for. And what I would like to encourage Blueprint Nation as we start out tonight's podcast is people are always trying to find out what's my purpose. And I think I've said this before and I'll say this: your purpose is to bring glory to God in everything that you do. So what does that look like? Are you bringing purpose in how you raise your family? Are you bringing glory to God in how you treat your spouse? Are you bringing glory to God how you treat your significant other? Are you bringing glory to God when you're treating your coworkers in a certain manner? So you want to look at that. When you start looking into purpose, because a lot of time people get career and purpose mixed.
You know what?
You know what I'm saying?
I had a conversation today, and I was like, because I was out on the trail after work. We got off work early, so I went to the trail. I'm doing my thing. I saw somebody that was like, "Hey man," I said, "What's up, bro?" Like, "Hey, I'm leaving I'm leaving my ministry. I'm doing something different soon."
Mhm.
Dang, it just hit me because it was a person who I know that I wouldn't expect to be like, "Hey, you leave your ministry?" Like, dang, you know what I'm saying? But not on no bad
Right.
stuff. It
Right.
just was like,
Just shift.
Just time to shift.
it's
Yeah.
time to shift. So
Yeah.
it made me think about the difference between position and calling.
That's good.
You know what I'm
I like
saying?
where this is going. Yeah.
It made me think about position and calling, like which is which. Like, do you shoot for the position or do you shoot for the calling? Because if you call to do something, then God will align you with that position in which you're working in your calling. And if you're just sitting in a position, and if you're seeking and you're getting clarity, then soon you should be going from your position into your calling. So it's like, which one should one go for? Which one should chase? How can you tell the difference between the position and the calling? But just because your position changes, does that mean your calling changes? You know what I mean? Because like, let's say if a pastor is a person who walks with the people. You know what I mean? I was talking to it's crazy. I was talking to Pastor Tyler. That's my man. I was talking to him Monday. We had coffee. So we sipping coffee, we chopping it up. My man said, "Do you want me to tell you the best definition that I've ever heard of pastor?" I say, "Give it to me." He said, "A pastor is a person who walks with the people." He was like, "If you are a pastor and you don't smell like your sheep, you're not doing it right." I said, "That's crazy." He said, "I want to smell like my sheep."
Right.
Because I'm in there with them. I'm in the trenches. He said, a pastor is a person who's doing life with you. They're in the trenches with you. He said, so if someone don't smell like their sheep, they're not doing it right. And when you put it that way, if you're a pastor and you have, that's your title, that's your position as a head pastor, let's say something happens when you have to maneuver.
Mm-hmm.
If your position changes, does that mean you're not a pastor anymore? Does that mean your calling changes? You know what I mean? So it's like, so when you say that, it's like, okay, now I was just thinking about the difference between position and calling.
Mm-hmm.
And that right there will make you refocus.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That would, because you have to focus, you have to put your focus on what's best for you.
Mm-hmm.
And not what's best for your ego.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Check this out. Calling is a strong urge toward a particular way of life or career or vocation. Right?
Mm-hmm.
This is just natural stuff. Just off the cuff. And then we're gonna dive into that a little bit.
It's gonna be good.
And position, a place where someone or something is located or has been put. Right? So when you're talking about positioning, you're talking about place, and you're talking about calling, you're talking about a lifestyle.
Look, it's funny you say that because
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to Britt and I gave her that question, right? So she was like, she said there's people who are in positions that was put there, but they're not called to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So they're in prestigious positions, but they don't operate with the anointing that they need to even be fluent in that position.
Which is the difference between a pastor and a hireling.
Yeah.
And a who?
A hireling, somebody that says that somebody's in the position of a pastor, but they're not called to it. A hireling.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard that term before. A hireling?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Bro, like and you know, no shade to people out there, but I mean a lot of people focus on making ministry a vocation.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying that they're called to it, but you're using it as a vocation because you want to be in quote unquote full-time ministry to where, okay, well, you know, you got the benefits, you got the salary, you got all this. And I'm not saying that that's wrong because I'm for it. Don't get me wrong. But I've been in spaces a lot of time where I'm turned off because of the language, because it's like you're more focused on the vocation than the actual calling. Because if that doesn't go the way that you want it to go, you fall into pieces.
Yeah.
And I've seen it 1,000 times over. You know, I've been a part of some large groups, network groups, stuff like that as well. And I see it. Oh, anybody know anybody that's hiring for a youth pastor or a pastor, or I'm leaving a youth pastor? It's like they're and then if something goes wrong where the church is not what they thought it was, and now they're looking for help, and they're falling apart. I'm like, I'm not attached to ministry as a vocation.
Right.
I'm attached to ministry as a lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
That's different. Do I get frustrated? Yes, I do. Do I want to slap somebody sometime? Yes, I do. Do I want to throw in the towel sometime? Yes, I do. But at the end of the day, I'm called to it, so it's like a hook in my mouth that I can't let go. There's a difference. When you call to something, you can only run like you can run for so long. Mm-hmm. But at some point in time, here's what's going to happen, and I want y'all to hear my heart. Here's what's going to happen. You're gonna either you're gonna end your life, or you're gonna subdue to it at some point, because it's gonna be a vibe in you that you can't shake. And the only way you'll be able to shake it is because you have some people like they go crazy and they take themselves out, and not to the point to where they do suicide. You may have some that do suicide, but some of them may lose their mind, and then you find them on the fifth floor because they took themselves out because they decided to run from something that they've been. Because it's when you call to something, bro, it's you know it. Yeah. And sometimes people don't want to accept the responsibilities that come with that, because my preference is this. And I feel like on purpose to do this. And when you said position and calling, I like how you worded that. And I'm gonna tell you, sometimes it can go hand in hand.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think I'm in that stage right now because I was just talking with somebody this week. and about me refocusing. It's like I'm in a place of refocus. And it's like people that I've been surrounded by where I was kind of like in the forefront doing certain things. And I didn't know that they was behind the scenes, either did that, done that, or doing that already.
Yeah.
So like a lot of the speakers that are in my circle have been educators. I have not been an educator.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I'm doing the reverse flip. It's like I started speaking first, and then now God is reeling me back, and now I'm in this educator role.
Yeah,
you know, it's like a reverse type of thing that's going with me. So it's like I'm still walking in my calling, but my position changed.
Right.
Within your calling, that
Within
you
the
already
calling.
recognize.
Yeah. And it was so funny in talking with this individual. This was this conversation I had just last night, bro. And I said, and just by talking to him, I believe I was prophetically speaking to myself. And because it just hit me, I was like, I just feel right now that God is, this position that God has me in is setting me up for the next move.
Yeah.
And I know it sounds cliche, but it's like I felt something when I said it. Because you know, just being in the classrooms on a regular basis is different. And still, you know, speaking and doing whatever I want to do. And then and even that in itself has its own challenges. That's frustrating. But at the end of the day, it's like my position has shifted, but the calling is still there. Because what you have to understand within the calling is different positions.
Yeah.
Because what God is doing is positioning you in different places for you to receive the nutrients that you need for the final destination.
Mm-hmm.
And even the final destination is only a momentary destination because it's not like you're sitting in that spot for the duration of your life. So even look at pastors for an example.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's almost like a vocation that you don't retire from, even though people retire from it. Now, they may retire from the pulpit, but if you called to,
that's gonna be wherever you at.
wherever you at.
You can't. It's like you can't stop it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It literally.
And that's a difference because, okay, so Sunday, me and Dub had a meeting, right? We had an administrative meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's different when you when people calling you, hey, bro, let's have a meeting. You start to have administrative meetings, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
and he was just talking about, he said, bro, the difference between rappers and artists is that rappers, sometimes they here and they gone.
Mm-hmm.
But real artists, they love it. He said they can't stop. It's like they call, it's like you just, no matter what.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He told me, he said, no matter what, bro, I just can't stop it.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna have to stop because I'm not.
Yeah.
For real.
Right.
You are.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
like, so I dig what you're saying when you're talking about. It just hit me, dog. It's like position or calling, like which,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, and focusing on, because if you're called to something, you do get a position, but it's people who work hard for a position.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They work hard for a position.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you have people who just do it so naturally.
Mm-hmm.
It just happens that way. So I was like, man, position or calling, like.
Mm-hmm.
So it's crazy you said that.
Yeah.
It just struck my nerve. When
Yeah.
you said that.
And I think it's within the retrospect of the nature in which a person is seeking information in that realm.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, everything has a positive and a negative, and we just did that. You know what I'm saying? We just went through the positive and the negative of focusing on position and calling, or using both of them together, you know, and of course there's more. But at the end of the day, they used in its proper context, they coincide.
Yeah, they parallel.
They used in the proper context. And what I mean by use it in the proper context is it's like, once again, God positions you in your calling. So it's people that are more focused on calling than position, though. It's almost like a duality. If I focus on my calling, whether I want a position or not, is coming.
Facts.
But
Whether I'm
somebody
ready or
that
not.
is position driven, they're not focused on the calling. So somebody that's position driven can actually miss out if they don't make the shift. But usually if a person is focused on calling, it comes with the whole territory. Because my focus is on my calling, and a lot of times those are the one that God give position to because they're not focused on the position.
That's that seek ye first.
Seek
Yeah.
ye first. Because he already has your heart before he has your hand.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? Because you got to think about it. If you have your heart, if you have a person's heart, you got everything.
Mm-hmm.
But if the only thing I got from you is your hand, I don't got nothing else but what you can do for me. That's it. But if I got your heart, I got everything attached to it, which means I got you and everything that you can do for me. So if I'm focused on my calling, that's a perfect example. If I'm focused on my calling, I get everything that comes with that.
Facts.
But if I'm just working out for my position, I can miss everything else attached to that because now I'm only focused. When that position is removed, just like I said, people that's vocational driven trying to be in ministry because company get a salary. I get to do what I love to do, preach Jesus, blah blah blah, and then get paid to do it too. Ain't got to worry about this that. But then as soon as that's snatched, they done lost their mind because they don't even realize you're vocation driven. You're not call driven. Because if you were called, you wouldn't lose your mind because that just got snatched from you. Not saying that it's not going to put a strain because it will, especially if you're living paycheck to paycheck. Yeah. But if you're called to something, you're not going to lose your mind because that position got snatched from you.
You're just going to refocus. You're going to restructure.
You're going to refocus, restructure.
Retweet. You're going to restructure.
Yep.
Let me tell you something. I had typed in when we was talking about calling versus position.
Yeah.
So a position gives you instructions. A calling gives you conviction. A position gives you tasks, but a calling gives you transformation. And it's crazy because when you said about position, a lot of us, when you think about the new, if there's a position open or a new,
Bro, don't skip past that. He's trying to slide past that. Can you repeat that one more time?
A position gives you instructions. A calling gives you conviction.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
That's heavy, dog.
Because when you think about it, the average person runs to the position because they want that bread, they want that money, they want that extra money on. But when it's the calling, they go in the opposite direction most of the times. If they, like he said, if they ain't already got your heart, so then that position starts to give you tasks, and now them tasks you ain't really want to do them tasks because it's a higher position and more money, it means more responsibility.
Yeah.
So now you're going after a position versus a calling. Anybody who's with the calling, Lord, do you want me to get that position? Do you want me to go for that job? Like what do you like? Even being in the hospital, transport, I'm like, I already knew I saw myself outside of that department. But okay, what do I want to do? God, where are you leading me to? And within these 3 years, I got X-ray. I was like, okay, cool. I'm cool with that. But the funny thing is, I had 2 different people say twice in the same week, hey, you ever thought about being a pediatrician? Like a doctor for kids? I was like, no, not really.
Oh, you'll be a good one.
They're like, oh, you'll be good. Like, kids love you.
Like, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You would.
Yeah.
So it's like, dang, okay, Lord, now are you preparing me after this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not staying there either.
Yeah.
Like, I already got a mind, like, I'm going to go to CAT scan, you know what I'm saying? And then wherever God lead me after that. But it was just like, to hear that twice in the same week from 2 different people, I was like, okay, you got my attention. Because obviously you setting me up for something.
What do I always say, bro? Success leave clues, pay attention.
You have to. You have to.
Everything is leading to something. You just have to determine to live in the moment and allow the moment to take you where it's leading you.
Even when you ain't even got to the first part of the moment.
Exactly.
It's just to give you like, oh, now, okay, God, like I'm getting a picture now. I was like, okay, and like, I'm gonna still do this, this to help provide for that. You know what I'm saying? It's like duality, what you talk about.
It's good. Yeah, it's bringing everything back into focus.
It is.
It's just like when you go to the eye doctor. What is he doing? Okay, have a seat right there and put your forehead against that. And you're looking through the thing, and he's just flipping through the lenses. Is this better or is this worse? And what is it doing? It's refocus. It's focusing your eyes to see clearly. You can't see clearly until he put the right one in your space. So but that whole time is, even if looking in the scope, you have to focus it.
Yeah.
So when the lens is focusing, everything is moving, but it's blurring. It's blurring. So everything what Dub just talked about, that's what's going on. It's like he's like, I can see it, but you still can't see it yet because it's focusing and not focused.
Exactly.
ED, which means it's already in focus.
Yep.
So it's actually focusing. So I can. It's just like I'm looking. I know a letter right there, but I can't see it right now. I can see where I'm going, but I can't see where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? So it's at the end of the day, it's allowing yourself to be in a sense caught up in the moment, because we be so focused about what ain't happening, where I am not. I don't understand this. Where's all this leading to? So you know, instead of actually living in the moment, because what happened when you miss out on something special that happened in the moment because your mind and your body wasn't there. Some of us
missed the moment.
Have missed out on great relationship because your mind and your focus wasn't there. You understand? You couldn't even be who you needed to be for the individual that you was with because you wasn't even focused in that situation, and you missed out on a blessing.
Yeah, I ain't trying to do that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I told mine today. I'm not on that. I'm real. I'm being real with you.
Yeah,
You've been like that since day one.
Yeah, or opportunities.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and I'm telling, I be dead serious. Like my purpose is not attached to a paycheck. What I like to get, but I have a moral compass that says I'm not going to sell myself for anything. No, I have a moral compass, and a lot of time, purpose for where we are as a society now is driven with a check behind it. If there's no check behind it, you won't get nothing from me. And we say we're walking in purpose. No, you're not. Because here's the thing about position.
Yeah.
Check this out. Let me see if I got it real quick. Position, here's another thing about, of course they have many different definitions. Yeah. Position is a specific role or a job, usually defined by an exchange of time or effort for money.
Okay, so that's great, because I was listening to Myron Golden the Great this morning on the treadmill, and he was talking about that. He was basically speaking about how one of the things that we need to do, paraphrasing Myron, if you hear this, one of the things that we need to do in order to get unstuck or transform a situation to go from this level to this level is give ourselves that time. Because time is needed. Like, you have to give yourself that time in order for you to learn new habits, unlearn habits, stop doing this, stop doing that, and then repeat. And that's going to take time.
Exactly.
Because it took time for you to get this way, so it's going to take time for you to get not this way.
Yeah.
And bro, after he said that, I'm at work. I'm sitting there working on some equipment. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, it takes time to become a bum. It takes time to become an addict. It takes time. It takes time. And the same amount of time that a person can become a quote-unquote bum, it's the same amount of time it takes for a person to become successful. Or to be a success in whatever area that you're trying to go for. Because being that way doesn't happen overnight.
Nope.
The B2S Podcast is brought to you by No Grind, No Glory Apparel, R8 28 edition. It's a reminder to stay strong, to be courageous, to starve your fears, and to feed your faith. Even when it feels like everything is falling apart, just know that you were born to stand out and make an impact. Head over exclusively to www.nogrindnoglory.net and grab you some merch as a daily reminder that all things work together.
in order for your mind to get warped and beat down and self-esteem low, that takes time, instance after instance after instance after instance, for you to be in that shape, in that position, in that form. Just like somebody who is 7-figured up, it takes time to get there. So whatever you doing day in and day out, that time is most definitely needed for that process to take place.
Exactly.
Whether you going this way or whether you going this way, time is needed regardless. So that's
For real. Check this
that's
out.
my point.
Your position can expire. Your position can be taken away. Positions are seasonal. But your calling, that's wired into your DNA. You can't quit it. You can't outrun it. You can ignore it for a while, but you'll never be at peace until you answer it.
That's it. It's like a hook in your mouth. It's like you can be frustrated, you can cry, you can do all this stuff, but you find yourself right back, right back. It's like, man,
I can't help
it. Just it won't leave you.
The calling is always predestined.
Yeah.
Eli the priest got bammed up by God because he allowed his sons. The word said that his sons,
Right.
The word called them scoundrels. Like, dang, I never want to be called that.
Yeah, they were rough. The boys was rough.
But he got bammed up because he didn't check his children. And the reason,
So God checked him.
God checked him.
Rightfully so.
Rightfully so, right? And I went to go research. I'm researching because I'm doing a deep dive on 1 Samuel. So I'm researching certain things. And he came from, Eli the priest is from the same bloodline as Aaron and Moses and all them. That's the Levitical priesthood. God chose them. Okay, I want y'all to take care of the actual church, quote unquote, back in the church. Some of y'all gonna preach. Some were preachers. Some
Teachers.
Some were groundsmen. They took care of maintenance and stuff of the tent of meeting or the place that they worshipped. Some were musicians, but God placed that on that bloodline. So that stuff is predestined and predetermined. Your calling is already in you before you even get here. You were called before you. I was called before my daddy called my mama.
Right.
To come over.
Right.
to get me here. You know what I'm saying?
The call before the call.
The call before the call. You feel me? So that calling is always predestined. I'm like, dang, that's crazy. So if you having a problem in a certain area, and every time you hang around this person or these people, it doesn't work, it's probably because God had been placed something on your bloodline and somebody's going against the grain.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's John crazy. Think about it,
bro. Golly.
He never do this, so you know something crazy.
You know it's real.
He never, you know what? Every podcast, he ain't never got to pee. He'll never leave the table.
Ever.
It's all good. Yo, but God chose him though. Like,
Facts.
It's always predestined. Your calling is always predestined. All the time.
All the time. And when I was talking with brethren, we have like ample amount of conversations.
Indeed.
And I've been Indeed.
I know what it is.
Indeed.
Indeed. But we have this out, we're moving right. And when you think about what you're called to and the different gifts and the things that God placed on the inside of you, because we had like two separate conversations. One was like, I said, bro, I really cannot unsee my life as what it is right now. Like, if I didn't have a relationship vertically, it's like, I don't even know what my life would be like.
Right.
Like, you know, from the dangers outside of that, but outside of that, it's just like, what would my life be like? And when you talk about being predestined and with the calling before the call, it's just like, bro, how many people have access or be able to have access to understand their calling, to find it out. But being so stuck on a position, being stuck, I gotta get that. Or not being content and grateful where you are. Like part of your calling is being able to be in it for the long haul. Because when the positions expire, so does your thought process. So does everything that came with it, because you put all your eggs into that basket. And the other conversation we had, we were just pretty much brainstorming, figuring out like what we can do promotional wise, how to get this thing expanded. And one thing about your calling, you will always retweak, you will always reshape and refocus and try to figure it out until you actually get it in a hit. Because we was talking about, bro, we can do this, we can do that. Like, so it's imperative to have the right people around you that can point you to your calling if you don't know what it is, or even position you to be able to be in the vicinity of your thought process of being like, calling, like, what do you mean? Because it's kind of hard, bro, not having the right setup and the right people around you to go where you want to go, but you don't even know how to explain where you want to go.
Yeah, I mean, you got to look at, like, I've been in conversation with some people that I received counsel from, and some of the moves I made was from a conversation that we've had. Hey, have you ever thought about XYZ? Matter of fact, I was just so Isha actually preached Sunday.
Okay, let's go.
Man, she did that, boy. She did that. I told her, I said, baby, that was that one. You did that one. And so, but while she was closing out, and she started, praying for an individual, and then I was feeling led to like pray for businesses, and so I was like, I was trying to shake it, and wouldn't shake. So, because I told Rod to close out. Because he know, he'll close out. Just go ahead and close out. Because he was like, it's your wife. Go ahead. I said, ain't nobody. So I had to take care of something that needed to be done. So he said, oh, okay. I said, but so I sat there and I kept trying to shake it. So I said, it's okay. I said, I feel led to pray for people and businesses. So he was like, hold on, go do your thing. I said, then, I get back to you, close out, then I go take care of what needs to be done. She's like, okay, no problem. But after the service, I was talking with one of the ones that I prayed for. We were just talking in general conversation, and a word just hit my mind. I said, hey, you ever thought about doing XYZ? And the person was like, you know what? No, I never thought about that, but tell me a little bit more. And so we just started talking. And that's just how, it's not going to always be thus saith the Lord. Right. This is what I feel God telling me to tell you. Or what it can come from impressions.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I always say success leaves clues. Pay attention. That's one of my slogans. That's one of my things. Success leaves clues. Because a lot of time, clues are being dropped everywhere that you go, everything that you do, everything that you get involved in. There are clues being dropped that's leading you somewhere, and we just dumbfounded and not paying attention.
Because God does what he does through the vessel.
Exactly.
And the vessel are people.
Exactly.
1000%.
And you know the funny thing about it is, this junk crazy. Eli the priest was the priest of the temple. When God was calling Samuel, right? Samuel couldn't recognize it. Eli the priest had to point it out, hey, God is calling you. And then he taught, now let me teach you how to respond to him. Crazy. And God told Eli the priest, I'm going to have someone who I'm going to train up, paraphrasing, who going to do what I need them to do, because obviously you ain't.
You ain't it.
Because you're tripping right now. So you need people, like you said, you need people. Sometimes you may have somebody to see the gift in you, and you got to be in position enough to be like, you know what? Now let me show you how to use what God gave you. It's crazy. And guess what? Now this the crazy part. Samuel in his, I'm real paraphrasing now. It's gonna get ghetto. Samuel in his crib, chilling. After he done taught Samuel how to listen and respond to God, God started speaking to Samuel. And God started telling Samuel what he's gonna do to Eli the priest. Imagine how it feels to you to be in his house and God telling you how he gonna bam him, and you can't do nothing about it.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about calling and position. When you messing up your calling, don't be surprised if you still gonna obey the person who gave you the call to train somebody up to take your position. Because God is not playing about his calling, and he wants the person who is right in the place at the time when he needs them to be. That's powerful.
That's powerful.
It is. Yeah, dog.
That's powerful.
That is a bam moment.
That's crazy. I was like, well, it's crazy right here.
That's powerful. That even almost shifts into the situation between David and Saul, right?
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, because he was.
Oh yeah.
He was. He wasn't doing things how God wanted him to do. So, but he was still. God hadn't removed the anointing from his life, but he was still occupying a position. Yeah. But David had already been anointed king, but the position was being occupied by Saul. But God had to take care of that situation. So it's kind of when you said that kind of I was like, man, that kind of like But and that's why you can't get stuck on position. That's why when I look at that's why I'm like, bro, I don't care whether I'm speaking to adults. Here's the thing: whether I'm speaking to adults or kids, my message is the same. Yep. The content just different. I can speak to adults differently in certain settings than I can do kids. I've been in certain settings where I can sense that, man, they kids I can go there. Yeah. But for the most part, you're gonna talk to adults one way and you're gonna talk to kids another way. And it can be similar, but it's not gonna be the same because it's different content. Same message, different content. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what the position is, I'm called to do this. This is part of my journey. This is part of my call. So in the positioning, it's up to me to decipher how I'm going to use what God gave me in the position that he gave me. Because if not, then I'm doing a disservice to God and his purpose. Because your position is not going to be eternal, but your calling is. You see what I'm saying? Your calling, your position is temporary. You're gonna, like I said earlier in the segment, you're gonna be positioned to do what you need to do in that season, and then that season's gonna drop. God ship me. When I say, bro, when I look at my life and I said that all that to say that when I look at my life and I whether I'm with the kids or the adults, my message is the same. Are you paying attention to what's going on in your life? Are you paying attention to where you're being led to? Are you paying attention to the relationships that are coming in and out of your life? Why they're coming in and out of your life? Who's coming in and out of your life? Are you paying attention to that stuff? Because when I look at my life, my calling was attached to everything. And Pastor Jeff, God used him to plant that seed. First prophetic word that I can remember that I received. I don't know if I got some as a child, but I remember that being knocked out. Oh Lord, on the floor. Let me pray for you. Okay. Boom. It was 2 hits. He laid hands on me and I hit the floor.
Down goes Michael. Down goes Michael.
And all I can remember, and I know by my spirit, this man was speaking more stuff. I know, but it's like a portal open. And God only allowed me to hear, you're going to be called to ministry and business, and you won't be able to separate the two. And bro, I'm knocked out. But it's like my spirit is conscious, and I'm hearing this, and I'm hearing something go shoo, like a faucet being turned off. But it's like my spirit like he's still talking. Yeah. But that's the only part God allowed me to see. That's what I'm called to. Now, no matter how many roads and nooks and turns I had to get just to be here, and I know I'm not done. It don't matter. You know how many nights I've cried? How many times we've had private talks? Y'all, I was part of it. But at the end of the day, my calling is my calling. At the end of the day, but it's up to me to make the best out of the journey or whatever position he has me in while I'm operating in my calling. Because once again, if I get tied to a position, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now. I would not be doing what I'm doing right now. And then here's the thing: while I'm in the classroom, I'm doing my own research and study. I don't know. I got an idea to what extent what I'm gonna do with it. But I know part of the reason why I'm doing it is like we know the system is jacked up. But when you're actually when they bring me in to speak, I come in, I fraternize, I do my thing to build relationships, I'm hanging out, I'm doing whatever. It's different than actually being in a classroom.
Yeah.
Where you got to sit with a disrupted class all day long for 10 hours. From one class to the next, from one class to the next, one class to the next, one class. And they all driving you crazy. And I'm looking at the faces of the teachers, the educators, and I'm looking at, and I'm listening to the conversation because now I'm a part of that conversation now. And I'm listening to everything and I'm watching my environment. And I told Isha, I said, man, I'm finna do like a research. I'm just from school to school, and it's all the same, but it's different experience. It's the same experience, but it's a different experience. So now I'm back in school for education, which is crazy. Now I'm subbing in education, but I'm still doing my thing, and I'm still doing the thing over here. But it's all leading and pointing back to something. So if I was only tied or committed to the position when seemed like the only door that was open in this season is this right here to kind of help me streamline some stuff. I missed that position, and now I'm operating outside of my call because the position didn't look like what I thought my calling looked like.
That's okay. So I don't know
because the position is the classroom right now,
right?
But it's still my calling. So if I negated the position, that's gonna circle right back. Pastor told me this, and I'll let you talk.
Do your thing, bro.
He said, bro, when I went to tell him what I was fit, I said, man, I'm still do what I'm gonna do. Yeah. But I gotta do something different. I gotta streamline some stuff. I gotta try to do so. He said, man, that's a good idea. He said, you're still gonna be able to do what you do. And then it's actually probably may open up even more opportunities because now more people get to see what you'll get the. He said, matter of fact, I just did somebody, we was in a conversation, he did the same exact thing. He owned a business, ended up going to work for the school board while still operating his business and ended up getting a large contract with the school board for his business. And so he worked for the school board for like however many years he worked for. He said, but honestly, Mike, he said, I don't believe it's going to be that long for you. This is what Pastor told me. So if I was so concerned about the position, I'll still be operating outside of my call because in this season, that's a position I need to occupy because while you're there, there's going to be something that you're going to need that's going to set you up for something over here that still has to do with your call. Yeah. But you can't look at the position. Prime example, one more time. What's the TV show where the bosses come in? They dress like employees.
Undercover boss.
Undercover boss.
Yeah.
Same thing. It's you can't get so consumed with the position that you disconnect with the realities of everything that's connected to you. Because guess what happens? Most of the time, those people are disconnected with the reality of the operation of their own business that they're in charge of. So now I got to disguise myself to be like them because I'm not them.
Right.
Now I have a better understanding of who these people are that I'm attached to, even though I'm not attached to them, but I am attached to them. So now I get to understand who they are, what they do, and in their position. Because when I'm up here, I'm looking at your position. But when I'm with you, I'm smelling like sheep.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
You see? Yeah. So now
into it, yeah.
Exactly. So now here's the thing now. And all this stuff is just right off the press. So here's the thing now. So now our pastor, like you said, you ain't no pastor if you don't smell like sheep.
Right.
So in my calling, them coming down, their purpose for that. They CEO, vice president, whatever they are, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now they have to come down from the position of the shepherd and place themselves in the midst of the sheep. Because I can't shepherd away from the sheep.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a lot of time, that's what happens with people. You know what I'm saying? That's what a disconnect is. You're basically shepherding without being amongst the sheep, and you can't do that.
Yeah.
That's why people like, how you gonna tell me
Mm-hmm.
you
can't relate to me.
You tell me what to do, but you don't do what I do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Or you want to fire me to save the bottom line when I just read they just gave you a $3 million bonus.
Yeah.
That ain't your salary. They're letting me go and you just got a $3 million bonus. That's disconnect.
Yep.
That's disconnect. So
Agreed.
you know what I'm saying? So when I'm called to something, I can't disconnect from any part of it. No matter the position. I have to accept the position of the call in the moment God called me to it. So now there are days where Mike's in the classroom. So I'm not speaking to a 300-seater auditorium full of 300 kids or teachers or administrators. No, my speaking assignment today is to teach this class.
There's 4 8th graders and then 5 9th graders, and all on bad.
And I want to choke every last one of them. But that position in the moment has called me to a place that has prepared me to a place that I haven't even seen yet. Because why? I see it, but I don't see it because it's focusing. Facts. And once I get the degree, once I get the position, I don't know where it's all going, but it's all being focused by him. And so we can't be so consumed with position, because being a position, we'll miss the blunt of the call. Because a position is just a small, minute piece of it. But if I get so focused on the position, bro, soon as something happens to that position, I done lost my mind. That's why I tell people, I don't attach myself to stuff. I don't attach myself to stuff. Because once I attach myself to stuff, soon as it's gone, I'm having a nervous breakdown. If I attach myself to money, soon as it's gone, I have a nervous breakdown. Attach myself to my house, God forbid I lose my job. God forbid something happens and I lose the house. I lost my mind. That's why when the first economic decline happened with the recession back in 2008, people jumping from their homes, from buildings, because the stock market crashed and they done lost all their retirement. Bro, I'm not attached to stuff, dog. Yes, it may hurt. Yes, it may be frustrating. Yes, I may want more than what I have at the time. But I'm not attached to it. I'm gonna be like 3 Hebrew boys. Even if he don't deliver me, I know he was well able. So I'm just gonna suffer here a little bit while longer. Yeah. And guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cry to him, and I'm coming knock on y'all door, and I'm gonna cry to y'all too.
With open arms. We got you.
and get my encouragement. Let y'all wipe my tears. Just like when the angel came to Elijah, running away from Jezebel, fell asleep under the tree. Angel come up there, hey, wake up, dog. You got a long journey ahead of you. Here, eat this.
Ship up, ship out.
Hey, that's what it is. Because we're human. We want things, we desire things, but in the thick of stuff, God is orchestrating this orchestra, and we got to play by his symphony.
That's a bar.
You know what I'm saying? So, Elijah, wake up, dog. Here, eat this. Your journey is great. I'm gone. Angel done deliver his message. He going back the way he came from. God don't care. He said you running for your life, but you just called fire down from heaven, and you running from what? Tighten up, man.
Jesus.
But that's why your circle is important. You have to be able to You can't always be the one. And I just had this talk with your nephew, with your niece. You know, she, had an episode and just going through one week because she said I didn't pour into myself this week. I said, well, if this is how you respond for not pouring into yourself, you need to cut that out ASAP.
Yeah, quick.
And we had a good talk.
Yeah.
But that's why it's important to have certain pieces in your life. And I'm thankful for the pieces in my life. Do I desire other pieces? Yes, I do. But I can't force it. And I don't want to force it.
Facts.
Because I done seen too many times where I tried to force something and it didn't happen. And then I sat back and I'm watching people that I wanted to connect with decline.
It make you feel away.
I'm like, man, thank you, God. I dodged the bullet because that would have been me. Because I don't play by my character. I'm not perfect, but I don't play by my character. It's just certain things I don't do. And it ain't got nothing to do with ministry. It got something to do with my integrity as a man. I'm a man before I'm a man of God. You understand what I'm saying? We're men before we're men of God. We're men with standards because of God. So at the end of the day, when I sat back, I'm trying to connect, bro, and I'm talking about this ain't no fluff talking, bro. I'm talking about like people that I tried to connect with. And I sat back, I said, oh, no, I'm glad I didn't get involved with that because the way they just treated that person, oh, no, I would have been attached to that. Or what they did, oh, no, I don't operate that way. I would have been attached to that. So even though I desire it, I just try my best to be patient and ask God for patience until that person, and my prayer is going to be the same. Bring me into contact with people that you have assigned to my vision, not that I want to be a part of my vision. Because my vision is your vision. Because the vision that I'm operating by is a vision that you gave me. It ain't nothing I conjured up because I ain't want to do this.
You got the full rundown.
Know what I mean, bro?
Coach, what's the play? I'm reading out your book.
That's it. That's it.
But you know what I noticed with all three of us here? With us saying yes to the calling, God always made sure that we were always able to be active in any capacity with jobs, with working for yourself, with no matter what. I've noticed that with all three of us here, and even with myself, just one of the first things I always worried about, God, will I still be able to do my calling? Will this job interfere with that? But it was just a sign.
It's already part of it.
It was already part of it. So I'm going through that transition again.
Yeah.
For January. So you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be different. But the crazy thing is I'm okay with it if it is going to be different. Because that means something else got to shift and take happen.
Yeah.
And I'm cool with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, that's good. And as we get ready to, land the plane a little bit, and here's some key points we want y'all to take, Blueprint Nation, just to give you, I know we said a lot, but if we break it down into just a few steps, number one is to recognize when you need to refocus. Signs you're drifting is exhaustion, procrastination, confusion, or feeling disconnected. Understanding the difference between being busy and being purposeful. And then I'll also add being productive. And then what you want to do also is eliminating the noise. People, habits, and environments that pull your attention away. You want to be able to how to identify the distractions disguised as opportunity. That's a big one.
That is.
Hold on, but I want to
That's a big one. Go ahead, big
add something to the one before. At first, you may not be able to tell it's a distraction. So after it is revealed to you that whatever that person, place, or thing is, when it's revealed to you that it's a distraction and you are given instruction, be obedient to the instructions.
Yeah, that's good.
That's really good.
Because sometimes you can't tell they flaw.
Right.
Sometimes you can't tell he a trip. Sometimes you can't tell if he bad for you. Girl, he got muscles and he drive a Charger. He nice. He could be a straight dog. He got game. He could be a narcissist.
Mm-hmm.
He buying you everything, taking you out. Next thing you know, he isolating you from your friends, talking to you like you crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell she got problems. You can't tell she cute, she thick.
Mm-hmm.
Can't tell.
Mm-hmm.
Can't tell.
Mm-hmm.
But when you are able to figure it out,
You can be like, oh no.
and God give you them instructions, take heed to the
Mhm.
instructions. Don't be prideful, because pride comes before the fall.
Mhm.
And I'm telling you guys, when you fall, when you hit that curb, your jaw hit the side of the curb, and then it go like this. That junk hurt.
Mm-hmm.
That fall is something nasty.
Mhm.
That fall is nasty. That repentance is nasty. That guilt you feel is nasty. You can avoid all that by being obedient.
For real.
Yeah.
Just be obedient to when he give you them instructions.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
That's big. I'm big on that, man. Avoid what you can avoid, that what you can't. Just ask God for the patience and the endurance to go through it. Because there's certain things you won't be able to avoid, but there is certain things you can avoid, and we choose to not avoid them. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. And then going back to what Dub says, check this out, fellas. The power of saying no to protect your yes.
Oh yeah, all day.
Oh,
Bro.
I'm practicing that now. I'm getting Noah's very, very powerful.
It is, bro. 2-letter word is one of the most powerful words in man's vocabulary. Is no.
I'm saying no to all them doggone Coca-Colas, because I'm saying yes to having a diabetes-free body.
Mm-hmm.
It's stuff like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I'm saying no to having premarital sex, standing on it, because I'm saying yes to having a blessed covenant with a beautiful woman one day. You see what I'm saying? It's a whole different ball game. So that's stuff like that. You feel me? So I'm saying no to overeating, because I'm saying yes to not being in bondage of gluttony.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah, it's powerful.
Yeah. That is, man. That is. And so I'm gonna, as we get ready to close out, so I'm gonna read something for you guys, and I want y'all to give something for the people to close out with.
For sure.
So I want you to list something that they can take away that will allow them to walk into their new focus. Here's some of the things that I'm gonna start off with, that I'm just gonna label, and then we'll close out. It says, how renewed clarity leads to renewed confidence. It says what to expect when you get back in alignment, and then celebrating progress instead of perfection. So practical reset strategies is building consistency one small step at a time. That's big.
Yes.
Because I'm big on consistency. Being inconsistent drives me crazy. It's one thing when you're hitting, every now and again you may slip up, because we all do. But when you just inconsistent, it drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. So building consistency one small step at a time will help you reset and refocus, to be able to realign in the purpose that you was created for in the first place. And so I'm just gonna slide that out there. But what would you guys say? Something that you can leave a tip with our audience that will allow them to walk into their new focus?
Oh man, don't be afraid of what other people see you or view you as when you start to reshift and reshape and refocus. I think a lot of times we'd be afraid to say no. We'd be afraid to be like, nah, I ain't gonna be able to, because even in that, you're gonna be stuck with the old version of you.
Mm-hmm.
And when you bring that into the new, it's gonna taint what God's trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, don't worry about how people feel when you tell them no.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's one of the strongest things that needs to be said, because it's hard to be free from something you feel like you're obligated to do for somebody all the time, no matter what that looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're taking you away from where you're trying to go, then you're going to have to take care of that. Because if not, it's going to drift you out farther than you want to go. And it's going to take longer to come back.
Mm-hmm.
So recognize where you are, what you can do realistically, and then just move on from there. And if they rock with you like that, they gonna rock with you. You know, don't be afraid of that. Just keep moving and keep pushing. But don't allow people to take you every which way, because it won't be good for you in the end, in the long run.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, and this is a quote unquote Christian term, but it's a real term though. I'm gonna say consecrate yourself. Like, do the things that you need to do to get that clarity.
Yeah.
If you need to up your prayer life, up your prayer life. If you need to up your reading time, up your reading time. Like right now, I'm in the having of upping. I feel like God, okay, how I was eating before, that's not going to sustain my appetite on where I'm going. So I have to dig more. I have to eat more. If you have to cut out YouTube, cut out YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like, get in that place to where, because you won't get in position until you get in position.
For real.
That's
right.
You won't. You don't get buff on the football field if you don't go to the gym.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's what you have to do. So do what's necessary so you can hear something from God. Do what's necessary so you can feel the Holy Spirit tugging on your heart. Do what's necessary so you can have your gird to the point to where you can resist the devil and he will flee from you.
Yeah.
But those things don't happen if you don't do what it takes so they can happen. So I would just say, Blueprint Nation, consecrate yourself. For those who not, even if you not, you don't have to be big Jesus followers, but we are. So, but we know how powerful prayer is. So you might shoot some up. Lord help me. If you don't pray a lot, do what you need to do so you can be in position. So when God begins to move his pieces around, you are one of the pieces on the chess table who gets promoted to the next level. That's what I would say. Because every time I feel like when I'm in that spot and it's time to move, I have to refocus. I have to get in my harder with my reading, harder with my fasting, harder with my praying, so I can position myself to even be considered to be in position, so I can even be considered to be chosen to pick the phone up and call.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You cannot. I have never seen anybody pick their cell phone up when it's dead. It has to be charged and on to pick the phone up. So certain things have to happen so you can answer the call. Certain things have to happen so you can be positioned. And if you don't do those things, you can't answer the call or you can't be in position.
Yeah, good. That's good. But Blueprint Nation, man, gave y'all a lot to chew on. So, man, we hope y'all have a safe, like I said, you know, everything is pre-recorded. So it's actually the week of Thanksgiving. But, you know, we wish y'all the best for all the holidays that are coming up here in the next couple of weeks as we get ready to reshape, refocus, and realign some things so that way we can hit 2026 running. So, man, hope we said something to charge you guys up, give you some food for thought to help shift the dynamics and the trajectory of the next couple of days and upcoming weeks of your life, so that way you can get back and get back to the things that matters to get you focused back into your calling as well as your purpose. So y'all know how we like to end. When we get up out of here, shoot for the top, because the bottom is way too crowded. And if you think different and be different, you have the opportunity to live different. And once again, we'll see you on the other side of success. Blueprint Nation, we'll see y'all next week. Peace.